You both said today that you love each other, and I believe it, but I'm trying to tell you, love is not enough for a successful marriage. There's so many other things that go in it. It's not just about you anymore.
Here is today's case.
My husband uses his friends as an excuse to stay out all night.
I'm tired of my wife accusing me of cheating, and if she don't stop, I'm out the door.
I'm ready to end our marriage because we haven't had sex in 3 years.
I'm ready to end things because I'm not even attracted to my wife anymore.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Winfield versus Winfield.
Thank you, Juan. Cierra Winfield.
Yes.
You are suing the defendant, Michael Winfield.
Yes.
Your husband. You say you've been married and together for 6 years. You have a 3-year-old child together, but you are now seeking a divorce.
Yes.
Okay, so let me hear from you first. Why don't you give me some background of how the two of you ended up in court today?
I'm here because I want a divorce. I feel like my husband is not attracted to me. I feel like he's cheating on me, and we don't get along, and we just tear each other down. And
okay. You've reached the end of your rope at this point?
Yes.
Are you cheating?
No, I'm not cheating. Definitely not.
Okay, because I've read your papers as well. Why do you think he's cheating on you?
After I had my son, he just stopped being attracted to me.
When you say stop being attracted to you, did he tell you this?
We met in 2008, and I met through a mutual friend, and he was mean at first. He was really mean.
Nah,
and,
not totally mean.
Yeah, you
not
like,
totally mean.
Well, that's her opinion. That's her opinion. She said you were mean initially, but obviously that changed. But what happened?
Yeah, he was mean. Like, cause I would, ask him like questions like, "Oh, what's your favorite football team?" He'd be like, "Don't worry about it. Don't talk to me." So I was like, oh, okay. And then my best friend was like, "Oh, y'all should go to the store." And then we went to the store. We got to know each other, so we vibed really good. He came to my aunt's Thanksgiving that November, and we was exchanging gifts on Christmas.
Okay,
And,
that's a photo of the happier times.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how long did the two of you date before marriage?
Well, we made it official after Valentine's Day when I found out that he had an ex.
You found out he had an ex on Valentine's Day?
No.
Why was that significant?
No,
Yeah.
that was 2 days after Valentine's Day. It was because on Valentine's Day we was together, and you left me for a long time, and then you came back and you gave me like a purse or a wallet.
It's a bracelet.
A bracelet or something. And then the next day we just got it in and everything. I'm thinking I'm the one, and then his phone just kept going off, and I knew he had he had his niece in them. So I saw it was his niece, so she just kept calling. So I answered the phone. It was his ex.
Oh, and he had the name in the phone as niece?
Yes, as his niece name.
Interesting.
So after that, we got into it.
I don't think it happened like that.
Oh, that
did
was not a
happen
laugh
like
of
that.
real denial. What happened?
My niece called from her phone while she was there. That's why it said that.
So
Like,
why did your ex pick up? Why did the
She
ex
took
pick
the
up?
phone from her. She took the phone from her. That's how it happened.
Oh, okay.
And then-
so your niece was at your ex's house?
Yes.
They still cool like that?
Yes.
And so what happened though? Because you said the last 3 years, things have really taken a downhill turn for the two of you.
Yeah, but again, in the beginning, like I said, it was really good. I chose to stay with him after I found out about what was going on. I chose to stay because, again, he was a good guy.
What do you mean, what was going on? I'm still not clear.
Oh, well, I had came from out of state, and and I really didn't have nowhere to go. So he made sure I had food. He made sure that I had a phone. So he took good care of me. So
Okay.
Once I found out, about the ex, it was fine. He said he was, it was over, and I really didn't have a go-to. So I just stayed. But like I said, it was good after that. And then I found out about another ex that was in my house around us 24/7, and I didn't even know.
Why did you choose to get married?
Why did I choose to get married?
Right, because I'm hearing, and I've read the papers, and I've heard about these things that have occurred before the two of you got married. So why did you propose?
No, he didn't want to marry me.
Okay, so why did you get married?
Well, I think because I was comfortable with her and we was together for a while.
So you did not love her. That was not the reason.
Yeah, I do love her. I ain't saying I don't love her, but what I'm saying is it was like, you know, we've been together for long, and she kept nagging me, you gonna marry me? So I was like,
I did not nag you, Mike.
No,
So-
you
so-
nagged me to death about
That wasn't what happened.
I,
Well,
wasn't, I thought it might have took us more time. We should have got to know each other a little more better.
He was the one who wanted to have kids and stuff, and I was telling him, no, not until we get married. I'm not having no kids unless we get married. He wanted all these other plans for us, and I didn't want to.
Did you pressure him to get married?
Yeah, I talked to a family member, and I just said, like, what's going on with us? You know, we've been together for 5 years, and we're living together, and you know, I don't want to keep shacking up.
So it was more so an ultimatum. Either you get married or you're gonna leave and go your separate ways. Not the best way or terms to go into a marriage. You've been living together for 5 years. She wants more of a commitment. And you sort of just acquiesce, right? And go along with it according to you. You're not necessarily excited about it.
No, I wasn't.
So here we are. Here we are. But the two of you also decide to have a child, right?
Yeah, that happened.
So is that how you refer to your child, as a happening?
No, it's not a happening. We wanted a child, but you know, things don't come as planned. They just come.
Okay.
Like, we was
No,
going
he
through
wanted
a
a child, but you resent me. I feel like when I got pregnant, you resent me when I got pregnant. Because that's when you started going out, doing a lot of stuff.
I had nothing to do with
You
it.
was, because even in the beginning, when I was pregnant, and and I almost lost the baby or whatever, and we went to the hospital and everything, and then I was 9 months pregnant, and you stayed, he went out every night he was out.
This is my first child, so you know.
But-
I'm
so
a
that
new
causes
dad,
you to
so
go
I'm
out
trying-
every night?
No, I don't
And it
cause
is
you
this
to go out
one-
every
I mean,
night.
I would think
ain't
you'd
go-
be
I
doing
went
the
out
opposite if
Sunday.
you say, this is my first child. So you did not have the one charger that works for your phone that night, and your wife is pregnant. And so,
Correct.
do you not have a way to contact her outside of your individual phone?
Yeah, I could use one of my friend's phone.
And did you do that?
No, I didn't.
And you say he was going out every night, and you submitted something in the evidence.
Yeah, I had to do a police report because he said he was going out with one of his friends. He didn't give me no name or nothing. And it was 3 o'clock, and then it came 4 o'clock. I'm like, where's my husband at, you know? And then I ended up calling family members and friends, and then I had to call the police, and I had to make a missing police report. The police came out with me. He stayed with me till 8 o'clock. He stayed because he was like, you're pregnant. You know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So he was like, I was just going crazy. I don't know if he got killed, just anything.
So what happened? Where were you?
I actually went to my friend's house, and I got there rather late, so.
Was the friend male or female?
Male.
Okay,
male.
so you go over to your friend's house. Do you see that your wife is calling you?
No, because my phone was dead. Yes.
So your phone died. You were
Yes.
at someone's house.
Yes.
Do you not think about charging it?
Well, I always break my phone charger, so I gotta have it all raggedy, and I didn't have the, you know, it only works with like one charger. I always break my phone.
So you did not have the one charger that works for your phone that night, and your wife is pregnant. And so,
Correct.
do you not have a way to contact her outside of your individual phone?
Yeah, I could use one of my friend's phone.
And did you do that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, and so you don't think that, wow, I need to call home and tell my wife I won't be home tonight.
No, I didn't do that.
Okay, and why?
Why? I don't know. I just got caught up in the moment. There was just so much going on.
Caught
at
up
this
playing
time.
cards?
Yeah, talking, playing cards, doing man stuff, you know. And I
Well,
was
man
tired.
stuff
Yeah, man
would
stuff.
have been probably home with your pregnant wife at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Hey.
However,
Yeah, but you know, when women are pregnant, they get moody. So you wanna, you know, you wanna just, you know, get a breather sometimes. You know, she wasn't 9 months or nothing. So
oh, okay, so you're a doctor too. And you
No, I
know,
ain't a doctor.
when
not a
certain amount of
doctor.
months pass, it's
No,
time for you to go and take a breather.
No, I was just figuring, you know, I just need to take a little breather, go out and
Well,
relax
I think the problem is you took a breather, but you disappeared, and there was no communication, and she doesn't know where you are. That's the bigger problem, right?
Yeah, that's the
And
problem.
when that happens, more often than not, when you disappear, no one can find you. your phone is off, or you say it's not charged, but you're not out, you're at somebody's house with probably a plethora of chargers around, but you claim only one charger works for your phone and you happen not to have it, you can understand why that might raise some suspicion.
Well,
Mr.
it's all
Winfield.
about, when you're married, it's supposed to be trust, so she have to trust me, wouldn't it?
Yes, it is supposed to be trust, but trust is what? Earned, right?
Yeah.
That's something that's shown and demonstrated.
Okay.
So here we are. You disappeared. There's the police are called. There's a police report. So what time do you end up coming back home?
I would say it was a while ago this happened. Probably in the morning time I came back.
The following morning.
Yes.
Okay, and has that happened again since then?
No.
All right, so, and what brings you here today? You say that he is cheating, but you don't have, and I understand disappearing it looks suspicious.
Before we got married, he was on his phone a lot. And I kept saying, why is he on his phone so much? And then
Well, a lot of people are on their phones all the time.
this was
She's on her phone more than me.
This was
Anyway,
this was beyond being on your phone. And it just kept going off. It's like bing, bing. I was like, who's texting him this much? And so I happened to pick up the phone, and it's like women just all through the phone. And I'm like, I confronted him about it, and I was like, why you who is this? Who's this woman? Well, you not paying me no attention, this, and that. I let it go again. So then now when we married, like he stay on his, like we don't even sleep together. Okay, I'm in the room, he's in the living room. He would sit on his phone till about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Every time if his phone is down, I pick it up. Why are you picking up my phone? Oh, he'll cuss me out or something like that. And I'm like, Mike,
what's going on the phone?
Ain't nothing going on the phone. That is her being
No,
paranoid.
he
Well,
goes
see, let me, because
That's her being
these days
paranoid.
a lot of people are on their phones all the time. It doesn't mean they're cheating, and it doesn't sound like you ever felt like you were in the mood to be married from the beginning. But now you're particularly not in the mood because you've chosen not to wear the ring.
We had these problems before we got married, and I think we should have resolved them before we even got married.
I agree. That's the smartest thing you've said all day today. If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content.
You know how you have your phone and you got every person you call, every text message you got. His phone is empty.
So he deletes the call log.
Yes, he deletes that and his messages.
Because you've been checking, obviously.
She been checking. She even snuck and got my passcode.
I don't have your passcode.
Do you delete your call logs?
No. She had my passcode for like 3 months and tried to have it sneakily. And every time I go in the shower.
Oh, yeah, I did. I sure
creep
did.
in
You
the
have your
phone
phone
and
with you
check.
today?
Yeah,
I
have
sure
it with
did.
me.
May I see it?
You mean unlock it for you?
Please. It's unlocked. All right.
Yes, unlock.
Oh, okay. Well, he has a lot of messages in here. Nothing that raises my eyebrows there.
Also, Your Honor, he does not wear his ring. He haven't wear his ring since we've been married. And one time I popped up at his job. He didn't know I was coming on a bus, and he was helping this lady. She had like a real big butt, like a big breast, big butt, nice shaped looking woman. And I got off that bus and I
It's
stood
my
there for
job.
five.
That's
So
what I
what? I
have to
stood there
do.
for 5 minutes, and I watched my husband flirt with a big booty girl. And I was like, oh, well, she need me help her put stuff in the car. And I'm like, where your ring at? Oh,
But neither one of you are wearing rings.
he didn't give me no ring. He didn't buy me no ring. With my ring?
Oh, so he has one and you don't?
No, that's the thing. When we got married, he brought me a fake ring to say, oh, yeah, because I get you one afterwards. I said, all right, because, like, again, he didn't want to marry me.
Maybe that's all he could afford at the time.
No, because he went and brought him a nice ring. My witness would tell you that he went and brought him. First, it was the regular ring. He was like, I don't like this ring, Cierra. It's too tight. I said,
Why don't you wear
it
your
fit.
wedding ring?
The reason why I don't wear it is because it's like she always takes me out the mood. And
The move to what? Be married?
Yeah, I feel like, with all of that, I be like, man, I don't want to hear that. Man, I don't want to be, man, I ain't married. For look at that. She makes me feel that way sometimes.
And it doesn't sound like you ever felt like you were in the mood to be married from the beginning. But now you're particularly not in the mood because you've chosen not to wear the ring.
We had these problems before we got married, and I think we should have resolved them before we even got married.
I agree. That's the smartest thing you've said all day today.
Okay, and what about, we don't have sex? We don't have no type of sex, nothing. You're not intimate, you don't talk to me, you cuss me out, and you mentally abusive. You always tell me that you're the only person for me.
Well, you got your friends cussing me out. That's
No,
why.
because
So
they
what's
see the way you treat
All right,
me.
all right.
So what's the difference?
Let me hear from your witness, Miss Winfield. Who is your witness? Elisa Hurley?
Alyssa.
Miss Hurley, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes.
What do you have to add?
Well, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't even know each other.
So we have you to blame
Bam.
Yeah, I
for
blame her.
this.
I was dating one of Mike's mutual friends, so we used to go on double dates and everything like that, and everything was good. And, there's good and bad, like all relationships, but once the baby came along, it got bad. Like, with the incident, she called me that morning when he went missing, but I was asleep. But when I woke up to check my phone, I was like, okay, she called me this late. She usually don't call me this late. This got to be an emergency. So I called that morning. And when I called, the police were still there. And they were like, oh, well, do you know where he's at? And I was like, no. And it's like, she can't even call his friends. Because if anything, she should have been calling his friends, not me. But she doesn't have any of his friends' contacts. Doesn't know any of their names.
Thank you, Miss Hurley. This is interesting because you have divorce papers. You say you wanted to get a divorce. Yes. You said in your papers that you are no longer attracted to your wife at all. And it almost appears that this divorce is a formality because the marriage is, for all intents and purposes, over. I don't get any sense of compassion, empathy, sympathy for anything that's being said today. Throughout the marriage, I have not heard anything about any efforts that you've put into it. And I think it started from the very beginning when you said you had all these problems, but you got married anyway. You really didn't want to be married, but you were pressured into it. And you admit that you told him, we've been together 5 years. What are we going to do? It's either we move forward or not. And so you got married under those circumstances. And neither one of you appear to be happy. Neither one of you appear to be happy in this relationship at all. But now you've created a life, a child. And that little one deserves the best from both of you, just as his parents. Even as you go forward your separate ways, because I understand you brought the divorce papers today. Have you submitted enough evidence for me to say and give my opinion on whether or not he's cheating? No, I can't say that. But I don't think it matters that he's cheating because I think he's checked out of the relationship in other ways. You say in your papers, the two of you have not had sex in over 2 years. All of these things tell me that the relationship has really gone almost a predictable path based on what you told me going in. So I can say to you, my resolution in this case is I want you to meet with the aftercare specialist because you do have a 3-year-old child and he's very young, and your responsibility to this innocent person, the only innocent person in this situation, is to do the best you can to raise this child the best of your ability as co-parents. That means being mature and being responsible and not bad-mouthing each other and not treating each other poorly in front of this child, because what you don't want to do is allow this child to witness a dysfunctional relationship, because all that does is normalize dysfunction in his own mind. I want you to meet with the aftercare specialist and go forward as co-parents to your child. Good luck.
Thank you.
This is it.
Yeah, it probably ain't gonna work,
Yeah.
but I'm willing to try, but I think it probably ain't gonna work.
No, I want to continue with the divorce.
I feel like that it would take a long time for us to work out our problem.
I think we'll be good co-parents.
Yeah, we good co-parents. We work good together.
Can y'all come? I just need a second, please. I need a second. I need a second.